Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me. My name, Tim Mosso, my email in the description below. Reach out to me for pricing. For this watch or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform, email me at tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. Today we're discussing a truly rare specimen. This is the 2010 62-piece limited edition Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Compressor Navy SEALs Diving Alarm U.S. Market Incursion Edition. The standard Master Compressor Navy SEALs Diving Alarm was a 1,500-piece limited edition from 2009. 1 year later, JLC launched a U.S. market exclusive, because we are the home of the Navy SEALs, 2 editions. One of 19 pieces, which was black PVD on titanium with orange accents, one of 62 pieces, which was gray PVD on titanium with yellow accents. The two, 19 and 62, referencing the year John F. Kennedy officially created the Navy SEALs program. So this watch, one of 62 made with the gray PVD titanium case, it's DLC on titanium base, and the yellow accents, 44 millimeters in diameter, measuring 16.6 millimeters thick. It is 51.8 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and 22 millimeters is the spacing between the lugs. Quick clarification. Folks ask, is this PVD or DLC? It is both. Physical vapor deposition is the process by which the material is applied. The better PVD uses something called diamond-like carbon, which is exactly what the name implies. Incredibly hard stuff that's almost impossible to scratch. So this is a PVD of DLC on grade 5 titanium. Now we're going to throw this watch on my wrist. The strap is brand new and still fairly stiff, so you can see I'm going to bend it around my wrist and give you a sense of how this watch fits. It would be a great fit down to a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference. You can see my wrist is 16. The lugs are not over the edge of my wrist. It looks good from overhead. It looks good. The cuff shot showing that you're probably not going to get it underneath a tight dress sleeve, but a jacket is absolutely fine. SEALs will wear it over their swimsuits. The timepiece, the further you get away from the camera, looks better and better in proportion to my wrist, and I actually wore a larger JLC Memovox than this for quite some time, and I loved that watch. It too was titanium, so this would be a great fit. I'd be very happy to wear this watch. The strap is deluxe. One of JLC's best. You can see it conforms to the arc of the case, but also the curvature of the lugs, so there's really no daylight showing. It's a highly integrated look. A combination of technical textile as well as calfskin. You can see it is a double layered strap with a rolled flank and a double contrasting yellowed stitch. You can see yellow on the bottom, yellow on the top in stitch form, 2 strap minders, and a matching PVD titanium pin buckle. Note the attention to detail. The pin is polished, the buckle is satin. Rolling over to the case, it is much like the 1,500-piece limited edition, but this one features gray PVD. You can see there's longitudinal satin finishing on the case band, and then the finishing on the lugs is vertical. The lugs are broken out from the case band, so they're not integrated in profile. They have a nice sculptural form of their own. There is a polished and expanding bevel that runs down the flank of the lugs, so you can see there are little polished accents sticking out. This watch rewards close viewing. The crowns feature polymer caps, and then you can see the compressor crowns. These things are fantastic because they're color-coded, and so white you're tight, and then yellow is your sign that the crown is not locked. So it's an easy color-coded system that prevents you from drowning your watch. Now, it also doesn't thread through the crown seals. The seal is compressed and uncompressed, but you don't have a threaded stem tube assembly moving through it, so it preserves the seals. It's also a system that's easy to manipulate when your hands might be wet, sweaty, or gloved, which is great for a Navy SEAL, but also great for those of us who go swimming. This is a lot easier to manipulate than a threaded down, tightly closed, conventional water-resistant crown. 1/2 turn, and you get 300 meters of water resistance. It's also labeled for easy use. This movement, 956, was the first JLC Memovox alarm with a quick set date. So when you have the crown in its first position, you unlock it, you wind the alarm, but then if you pull it out, you turn in one direction and it sets the date. You turn in the other direction and now it sets the alarm. Fully wound, it'll ring for about 25 seconds, and yes, it is loud enough to wake you up. Unlike most alarm watches, this one features a hanging gong that's not physically tight to the case. As a result, it doesn't sound like a chirping cricket. It has a nice ring, sustain, and volume to it. Now, there's a ceramic bezel insert, and you can see that the numerals as well as the indices are subdued. This is an all subdued look. It's designed to be anti-reflective. You can see that the actual labeling of the company, the logo, and the name of the watch plus the depth, it's actually ghosted under the sapphire to keep the dial relatively clean. Look carefully and you can see these indices and numerals are the style used on the Polaris 68 diving alarm. This is a modern take on the Polaris diving alarm. Yes, I know the Polaris has been revived a couple of times, but if it really had evolved from 1968, it would look like this today, not a retro re-edition. This watch is very tough. Internally, it's caliber 956, which was JLC's first, as I mentioned, modern alarm caliber. Automatic winding, it's a unidirectional winding action for greater efficiency with super high efficiency ceramic ball bearings, 45-hour power reserve, 4 hertz beat rate. It has the quick set date, it has the hacking or stop seconds. It's a 23 jewel manufacture movement that includes a little bit of hand finish and a little bit of mechanical finish. It is a judicious blend of the two. The case back is solid, and you can see it features the naval pin or warfare device of the Navy SEALs. When they qualify as SEALs, they get this pin featuring the eagle atop an anchor holding a trident and a gun. And yes, it's very badass. You know, look, it says Beverly Hills there, which might seem a bit incongruous on a Navy SEALs watch, but the rationale is that this was the closest major JLC boutique to the actual Navy SEALs Training and Deployment Center on the West Coast down in Coronado, so Beverly Hills took the lead in the distribution of this limited edition watch. Again, individual numbering, a 62-piece limited series in the gray PVD. It is a really cool watch in every regard. Aesthetically, functionally, it comes with a great story. No, I'm sure Navy SEALs aren't going into action against terrorists wearing JLC watches. But, again, it's a pretty cool association, and there's nothing overt about it on the dial side, so the branding is all on the back. This looks to all the world like the coolest modern JLC diving sports watch yet made. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Navy SEALs. Take note, the index that indicates the position of the set alarm is also loomed down at 6 o'clock on the dial. That little triangle lets you know where the alarm is set.